Guys, today, oh my word, I'm sure you can tell that I am like completely knackered. I am so exhausted, but what's gonna be is gonna be. We need to get this review over with. It's been way too long, guys. I am super excited to get this done. So we're going to get to review the paint pens finally, and I hope that the time I've recorded it, using it, trying it out, making mistakes, correcting them, that it's gonna help in this review. Okay, guys? Okay, so let's not delay because see, I'm sweating. Finally, it's time for the Artistro Pen review. Let's get into this, guys. Let's get it started. And guys, my voice is better. Praise the Lord. All right, let's get started. Hello, guys. So let's get started on this review. Okay, so we're gonna start with the black pens. So I tried not to use all the pens, so I'll still give you that first experience kind of thing, you know, even though that's not really gonna be truly first experience per se. But what I mean is I didn't like get to use all the pens. Like this one, some of the pens I didn't even get to try out, you know. So, but we're gonna do all of them today. And we've got, let's see how many to go through, 30. Let's get this started, guys. So exciting! All right, so I'm just gonna mark this all out and let's see how it goes. Like I said, one of the issues that I have with the pen really is shaking, because it really takes a long time to do this, you know, having to shake it. So I'm timing this. This has been 11 seconds since I started shaking it. I'm still having to shake it. All right. This is 19 seconds that I have been doing this. I'm still shaking it. So this is one of the big no-nos for me, you know, that things that really kind of affected my full enjoyment of this Artistro pens was how long it took. Now, so it's beginning to come through there. So yeah, the first one is done. So let's get down out there. Okay, so this color is honestly Artistro. I won't lie, I really like this pens. So this is the extra fine point, all right, and it's water based, all right. So let's see. I thought it had like descriptions of all the colors. I think it does somewhere here. Let's see of what they called this one. So I'm trying to find this color in the swatch. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to find it here. And I think I'm successful. I think here it's actually this one right there. So this is Cool Gray. Well, that's what it's called, Cool Gray. So it really does write well on paper. So that's Cool Gray down. So it took me like almost a minute to get it flowing, you know. So that was what I was, you know, the only one of the snags about Artistro pens. And this is the black, I think. This is already been used. So how does it work after you've used it? I noticed that some of them I still needed to shake a little, you know, when I was coming back to use them, but most of them you wouldn't have to do that. The minute you've done it the first time, that's basically how long you're, you know, how often you're gonna have to do it. So this is another first experience right here because I've never used this one. So let's see how long is this gonna take. Let's be fair, is all of it gonna be about a minute to get started? So I'm timing this again, that's 36. Let's see how long this is going to take. And I'm really shaking this, guys. I'm really like I want to be very fair. So this is out, and this didn't take so long. This took about 20 seconds. This ran faster than the first. I don't know how that happened, but that's it. The first took almost like a minute, but this color here is right there, silver. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the swatch, but I'm still going to, while I'm doing the swatch, I'm going to be talking about this pen. Honestly, the experience with this pen, I would, let's say out of 10, I would give this Artistro pen, say 9. I know that's a very high mark, but I'm going to grade it on different fronts, okay? For how easy it is to use, because you know there's some pens that you hold and they're quite uncomfortable. So when it comes to the usage, how easy it is to use, I'll tell you 9 over 10, because they were quite easy. I just held them and they didn't feel too different. They weren't bulky. They're quite comfortable. You can actually play with them however you want them to roll. They would respond quite nicely. So on the usage and how easy it was for me to hold and use, I'll give it a 9. Now, when it comes to how fast it dried, you know, because it's written fast drying, when it came to fast drying, I will still give it a 9, because I just used this now and I'm going to try to touch it. It's still wet, but put another one right there and give it like, maybe give it 10 seconds. If you give it 10 seconds and you try to touch it again, it's going to be dry. You know, if you give it 10 seconds wet as this is right now, if you touch it immediately, it will be wet, but you give it some time, it will be dry. So on how fast it is when it comes to being dry, it dries pretty fast. So I'll give it 8 over 10 on how fast it is to dry. Now, when it comes to how it wrote on surfaces, on the glass surface, I absolutely enjoyed using it on glass. In fact, you would think that's what it's built for. You know, it's extra fine tip, so it kind of rolled really well on smooth surfaces. It was so good. I enjoyed using it on smooth surfaces. However, using it on canvas was quite tricky. The canvas, because the canvas is not smooth, I had a bit of a difficulty right there. Because it wasn't rolling smoothly, you know, there were those bumps. And if you look at some of the videos I did, the one on the canvas, you will see there's a particular point when I'm writing that there's a bit of a friction, and then I had to turn my hand and all that. So you'll see it wasn't quite smooth on the canvas, but it did write on the canvas, but it was not smooth. Then I noticed something else about the pens. You know, and let me just keep this, I'm still doing the swatches, but I just want to show you something about the pen. And then as I'm about to show you, can see when you use too much of it on light paper, like this, just a light paper, you'll see that it kind of stains into the next page. So you try not to use too much of it each time. You just need to go a little bit. You don't need to go over and go over like I'm trying to, because I'm trying to make swatches over here. I noticed something else with this pens. I noticed that you can write on the tape, you know, like let's say for instance, now I want to write something like hello. So you can go hello right there with the tip. You see, it writes quite nicely. Then I noticed something else, that when you get the ink properly gone through, like circulated on it like that, you can actually put it like that and you can still write. So I noticed if you want to cover a wider area and you don't want to use the tip, you can actually use the sides right there, you know. See, you can use the sides, and I discovered it in one of the drawings I was doing, that I can actually use the sides to kind of fill in nicely. So you use the tip to make fine lines like that, and you use the sides to kind of fill it in. It's like using a marker, you know, like a flat tip marker, not really this fine tip. So that was something else I just wanted to quickly show you with the marker pen here. So what else can I say? Yeah, on the paper also. So on the application, like using it, it being able to do fine tip and the mark, I'll give it 7/10 on that, because it's not listed here as something that you could do. It was just something I stumbled upon. It's not a listed like a pro on the pen. It's written fine tip, extra fine tip. I just discovered that through using it over a long time. So on that, because of that, I'll give it 7. You know the flexibility of how useful the fine tip was. I'll give it 7/10. But the fine tip is excellent, I'm telling you guys. But because they didn't write that you can actually switch the sides and use it as a marker pen, I'm the one that discovered it. I took out some points on that and gave them 7/10. All right, so when it comes to the colors, I'm still doing swatches here, but let's talk about the colors. So it's like 30 colors here. When it comes to the colors, honestly, I can't wait to kind of do swatches. I'm gonna do all the swatches and put it up at the end of this video, but I like to make it look a little bit more beautiful than what I'm doing right now. So you can see the swatches. With the selection of colors, honestly, it's really lovely. You can do a lot with this. You can play around with the colors. You really can. What else am I going to tell you guys with this pens? Artistro pens, the ink are the colors are quite vibrant. The colors are really nice, but though I had a few concerns with some of their light colors, like the pink. I noticed that the light pink, yeah, it cannot translate as it is in the packaging, but you have to go over and over, because if you do a single stroke, you can really barely see it, but it does translate to what the picture is. So on that, yeah, they're telling you this is exactly how light it's going to be, but it's a bit frustrating when you're trying to use it on a surface that you want it to show and it's so light. Like when I was doing the cups, I tried to use it on the cups and it was really light. It wasn't really showing, so I found it a little bit frustrating. Apart from that, I think that's basically, the white was my favorite. Honestly, the white, the pigment of these colors, it's really rich. The colors are really rich. I'm telling you, I really would recommend, if you've never tried Artistro pens. This video is not sponsored. It is not sponsored. So I'm being just very honest with my viewers. If you would like to try a pen like this, please, you can go ahead with Artistro. It really, so the white color, the white one really surprised me. It came out nicely on different surfaces, and there are some surfaces I didn't think it'll come out, and it came out. So that was quite nice. And then I realized you cannot go a negative about the Artistro now. So I'm doing positives and I'm doing negatives. The negative of the Artistro was that you can't go over it more than once, honestly, especially if it's wet. You can't go, because it kind of takes off the paper. You can see what I was trying to do just now with the new white one that I hadn't used before. It kind of rips on the paper. I don't know if it's because of the fine tip, the quality of the paper, but I'm just saying that it doesn't roll. That means it doesn't really roll quite smoothly over a paper like this. Probably if I were to use a thicker paper like this one, let's be fair, let me see if I can use on a thicker paper. So I've got a thicker paper here, a cardboard. So let me see if it's going to, you see something else. Another thing, when you've already shaken the pens and you want to use it again, probably don't shake it so much, because if you try to shake it, it's going to splatter everywhere. You just see, that's what just happened. I don't know if you can see it on my camera. I'll bring it close. It splatters like that. So I guess you don't need to keep, shaking, because I already shaken this. So I made a mistake, and then I shook it again, and it kind of splattered everywhere. So on cardboard with this pink, you see this pink kind of came out quite nicely on this paper. Right there, guys, right there. The pink that I've been complaining about on the smooth surface, the one on the cup that I really couldn't use. So now let me see if I can go over it, because it's writing quite nicely here. Yeah, it's the same thing. So it is spilling. It is spilling. It picks up. Probably, I don't know, it's because it didn't quite dry well. I don't know if you could see that. So it picks off, you see, it kind of, yeah, it rips off, takes a bit of the paper, So I think that's where my technique comes in. I think you can go put on the side, don't use the tip, just go on the side you know, use the side. If you've used the tip, like I'm using the tip now, and probably you want to go over it another time, don't use the tip again, use the side. I think even though it picks, maybe it won't pick. See, I'm using the side now, and even though it may pick, or it hasn't started picking yet, it's not going to pick so much. See, it didn't quite pick right there. But if you use the tip again, like probably because the pepper is already wet, or because of the weight of the paint, I don't know, because the tip is so fine, it kind of just pulls that out. Okay, so basically that's it. With the cardboard, I've already tried it on some work like that. It came out quite nice, you know. I liked how it was, and like I said, the colors, I cannot even begin to fault the colors. The colors are absolutely lovely, you know. The colors are very lovely. So I'm just doing a little happy face right there. The colors are quite lovely, I'm telling you. The colors are very nice. I like the colors. So they write quite nicely. Let's see. And then when it comes, you know, normally the Artistro tells you to directions for use. You're supposed to, I think, bake this. On the when I used these pens on the ceramic, and I kind of stuffed it in the microwave. I think I didn't do a good job, because the first time I used that mug and I washed it, I completely damaged my artwork, and it was so disappointing. I'll put the pictures up so you see what I mean. So I would advise you to completely follow the instruction on the packet. You have to follow. You have to put it in an oven, I guess. You put it in an oven, because I think that's what the instruction is. You put it in an oven. Let it dry, place in a cool oven, heat to, yeah. So I didn't place it in, and I just put it in my microwave and heated it up for a while, because I guess I was in a hurry. But now you can see, for glass or ceramic, apply on clean surface, which I did, let it dry, which I did, but place in a cool oven and then heat oven to that temperature, which I did not. So I will not blame them for that. They've done their bit. I didn't follow instructions. So in essence, you need to follow the instructions on the packet. If you don't follow the instructions, you're not going to really enjoy the pens. So now overall, what is my overall opinion of Artistro pens? I will vouch for these pens any day, anytime. Honestly, I'm really impressed with Artistro pens, and I'm definitely going to buy these pens again. Like I said, this is not sponsored. This is just an honest opinion of a customer who took a chance on an item, a product that she had never used, and I'm giving you my honest opinion after using the product. So I'm telling you that this is good. You can go ahead and try. They have smaller packs, I guess. I've seen smaller packs. You don't need to go for this big one. You can go for the smaller one and try it also out for yourself, and thereafter you can go for the bigger one. I'm definitely going to invest in this, you know. In these swatches, remember I promised you I'll make it a swatch that was a little bit more pretty than the first one. So as I'm making this swatch, I remember one review I had watched on Artistro Paint that the girl there was, you know, kind of saying that she felt that it was waste of. She felt that there were a lot of repeated colors, and that it was she felt it wasn't necessary for Artistro to repeat so many colors. Okay, so having gone through finally all the colors now, because right now I'm done with all the colors in the pack, and as you can see, I'm done with all the colors. All right, this is the one from the extra pack, the other pack that just had black. This one, all right, this one, the smaller pack that is just black. I just bought an extra pack of black because I use a lot of black, and that is why I did just one swatch of black, because I noticed they're all the same thing. But I'm happy I bought that because I use black a lot. And if you can look, the ones that I've been sparing, they're very transparent are the white ones, and because it's white on white, I can see it, but you cannot see it because of how my camera probably is picking the colors. So the lady, when she was reviewing Artistro, she had made the comment that some of the colors were repeated. For example, like if you see these colors, on first sight, it looks like the same color, but guys, it is not the same color. That is why I'm a bit hesitant about hasty review, because when you have used these colors for a while, you will be able to tell the subtle differences of the two. You can see it looks the same on camera, but when you're actually using it, you'll see that one is darker than the other. This is darker slightly than this. The same thing applies for this and this. They look the same, but right here you'll see this is much darker than that. Okay, so even here also you'll see it looks like the same colors, but they are not. This has a darker hint there than this. So I feel sometimes when we're reviewing products, we really need to pay attention to the effort and the vision of the people who made the product. I feel that they did understand that there are going to be certain artists who will appreciate such differences, because if I was going to draw with this, I would definitely use a darker one to cast some kind of tone, a darker tone to whatever I was painting. Do you understand? If I wanted to use the same color but I wanted a darker hint, and with these colors I can't necessarily blend. I'm going to try to demonstrate blending right in the next phase right now for you to see what I mean. For colors that you cannot blend, if you have a darker shade of that color, like between these two, you can see they seem to be the same, but if you look closely, you see this is darker. I can use this to cast some kind of shade if I'm using the same color. Do you understand? But with a slightly darker tone. The same thing is here, you see, but it is different. This is darker. So I think that review was not fair at all on Artistro. And not just for this Artistro. Like I said, I'm not being sponsored at all. I'm just trying to give my viewers a valid review that you can be sure I've told you the truth. So if you go in and invest in this product, you're going to see exactly what I am saying to you. The colors look the same on first view, but with a little use and time, you'll be able to tell the difference, and you'll be able to know exactly how to use this product. They are all different shades of colors. They're all different. That there's none of them that is like the ones I can say are exactly the same to the best of my knowledge right now is the white. Although I've noticed that one seems to be like a dirty milky white and one seems to be much vibrant, but that could be my interpretation because I only just used the other one for the first time. So I don't really see it clearly between, the clear difference between the two just yet. But you can see that's where the spaces look empty. That's why I used the white. So let's go ahead and blend these colors and really see how it works out, okay? So I'm going to try to blend my favorite colors, which is purple. And I'll try to do it quickly while it's still wet. And a lighter shade of purple. So I've already dabbed this in water. Let's see how that goes. I've already told you guys that I tried this and it didn't quite blend well. Can you guys see? These pens are water-based. And this is not a very expensive brush. So it's just a regular brush that any startup artist could have and could be using. So you see when I told you guys that it didn't quite blend well? See? It doesn't blend well. You see, that's why... look at that. It didn't blend, very well. Or you can see right there. Let me try this again. I always like to give, the product really the benefit of the doubt. That probably this first one I didn't do it quite well. So let's try it and see if I can blend it. I'll do it if it's on its own. I will not blend both colors. Let's see if I can make the color go a bit lighter, because I think that might actually work if I'm trying to spread the color out just a little by itself and not necessarily join it up with another color. So if I'm just putting the color, like right now I'm using purple and I'm trying to spread it out, you can see I'm trying to spread that out. The bulk of it is still there. It does not interpret itself nicely. It doesn't spread out the way a properly blended color would. You see, that's why I said it doesn't blend well. But then there is nothing on the packet that says this is what it's supposed to do. And something that is quick drying, I guess, will not blend, the way you expect a regular paint to blend. And this really is quick drying because this is dry already. Look at that, it's already dry. So these colors don't blend the way you would want colors to blend. And you can see what happened there. I'm just using water to kind of wash it out a bit to create some kind of shade. And look at that, that doesn't look nice. It's because that's still a hard line right there. So the colors don't blend properly. But when it comes to the selection of colors, Artistro passes, okay? It's really a nice selection of colors. I really like it. I even discovered some colors that I can't wait to use, like that one right there. Looks like teal right there. All right, guys, so I needed to do this other swatch for you guys to really see the colors. I hope this helps you a lot in your making a decision if you're going to be going for this. And honestly, guys, you guys need to try Artistro out, okay? There's something else I forgot to mention earlier. So I used Artistro for some craft that I do. And this time I did bake it properly. I did apply heat directly. There's a way I did it. And I noticed that when it baked, some of the shine was lost. Okay, probably it's because of the surface that I used. If I find it, I'll put it in the picture so you see what I mean. Some of the shine, like I told you, the colors are very vibrant. I noticed that I lost some of the shine, but I think it's because of how I apply direct heat to it, guys. I like to experiment. I like to, try things out. I put direct heat on it, I didn't put it in the oven. I didn't bake it. I put direct light on it. I kind of bumped it into the surface of what I was working on, and it worked. It actually worked. The only thing is that it kind of killed the shine a little for me. Okay, so that's it. So out of 10, I give Artistro Pens 9 over 10, 9 over 10, yay! I like the packaging. You took time with the packaging, I even got inspired in one of my projects by this drawing. I got really inspired by just looking at that. You took time and you put this together. The colors are fantastic. I didn't follow the instruction. I made a mistake. I didn't follow the instruction, but it was still forgiving because not all the design was damaged. A little bit was damaged. I tried to correct it. So I said, go ahead, buy Artistro Paint Pens. They're good. You will enjoy it. All right, guys. So that's the review we've been waiting for. And did I mention that each time I pour it out, it gives me a fix? Like that. I love the colors. Love the colors. All right, now let's see what is going to be the next project, guys. What product are we going to start dealing with? Let's see. I've got a surprise. Let's see what product is it going to be. Let's see what's the next item. Yeah, a taser, guys. A taser. So it's a taser. So I got the 48 real brush pens, premium, unique colors, blendable. I'm quite excited about the blendable because I really couldn't blend with the Artistro pen. It wasn't written here, to their credit. There's nothing about blending here. So you can't blame them. They didn't say that you could blend. But here it is written that it is blendable. So guys, you know what we're gonna do? We need to check them out. Is it gonna be blendable or not? So are you guys excited? I am. Can you see all those colors? Oh, I can't wait to dig into this. So this is for another video. I'm just letting you guys know what the plan is. We are gonna be looking at a taser. All right, guys, thank you for hanging with MoeKriate. And here we've got fun. I'll be back to sign off. All right, guys. Bye for now. See you again soon. Oh, stay tuned for the closing video. You have to stay tuned for the closing video, guys. That's how we do it.
I made 2 videos today. I made my cosmetic video and the MoeKriate video. So now I'm gonna be chilling out and just resting. So this is me saying thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy both videos. So this is my closing video for both videos. All right, guys, so I'll be seeing you again soon. And yeah, I launched the full tube, but I changed the name. it's more recipes, and I've got lovely recipes there already, guys. Go check out more recipes. Okay, guys, I'll leave the link down in the description, and I hope to see you over there as well. We are building a family here. See you guys soon, guys. Bye.